Hey ladies. So I'm gonna give everybody a minute while I get things situated. Okay. Perfect. I know I haven't done a live in here in a while, so I'm excited about this. I have been this last month been on this like self-growth, like immersing myself in self-growth, which I do all the time, but I've been listening to a lot of different things. And I wanted to share this one with you that has been game changer for me. And it's part of the Me Again method. It's part of the mindset thought work that I've talked about many a times, but I wanted to share it in a different way with you ladies that might be not easier to like, I don't know, it's just gonna be, it's like when I went through this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good to do it this way and have all these facets of this like process, I guess. But I first wanted to let you know, one, I decided next week I'm gonna do a free bonus challenge in here for anybody who wants to participate. It's basically going to be getting us outside, keeping us active, self-care, making sure you're doing something for you, all the things that I preach, we'll do right in here. There will be a prize at the end of it. And basically to enter for the prize, you just have to show up every single day with your photo, selfie of the day, and participate on the post of the day, okay? So that's gonna be the bonus challenge next week. And if you guys love this, I might do this every single month. Have a bonus challenge every single month to just keep us going. I also thought, if you guys would love this, also let me know, comment it down below if you love these ideas of doing a monthly like workshop where why am I getting on these? A monthly workshop talking about, you know, maybe something that I have learned that I've implemented that has literally been game changer, or a topic that I'm really passionate about, and teaching you on it, mentoring you on it, sharing my knowledge that I'm going through, the things I'm learning with you guys every single month to just add more value to this group, and share what I'm passionate about. So if that sounds like something you would love to see more in this group, comment down below yes to all the above. But today we're going to talk about this, I don't even know what you'd want to call it. It could be part of the mindset method of Me Again method. And I learned this from one of my mentors, Taylor. And it's very similar to what I have talked about before when it comes to reprogramming your thoughts. But there's more of a process there's more, I guess, that she shared with me that I was like, this is so good, because sometimes we think like, oh, here's the negative thought that I want to retrain, right? Like oh my gosh, I always look fat, or oh my gosh, these clothes never fit, or oh my gosh, I'm never gonna get to that weight, or oh my gosh, I'm a horrible mom, or whatever the negative thought is, right? And I've shared with you before the process of rewriting that thought. But what I'm gonna share with you today are two other facets of it that will help circle the whole thing around, right? So we know, I've shared this before, the biggest thing that we need to do to start is get clear on what it is you desire. So for this topic, we're talking about embodying the woman you desire to be. Get clear on that. What does she look like? What does she do? What does she think? How does she spend? What is her confidence like? Like, what does she think? How does she spend her time? How does she mom? How does she wife? How are her relationships? Like, getting really clear on that quote unquote next level you is the first step in this whole process. If you don't know where you want to go, if you don't know who you want to embody, if you don't know what you want to grow into, it's not going to happen. The law of attraction says what you focus on, you expand, or you grow, or you attract, right? So if you're only focusing on the things that are happening right now in your current life that you don't like, in the future, you're going to get more of those things. I am living proof of that. That's a law of attraction. It's a universal law. That's what it happens. We are literally creating our future by the thoughts we think today. Think about that, right? Think about a year ago. What kind of things were you thinking about? Are they in your life right now? Okay. And you can use this true in your finances, in your relationships, in your marriage, in your motherhood, in your business, in your job, in your environment. Like the things we think on a daily basis about those things is what we're going to attract in the future, okay? So let's think about this in the person you want to embody, the person you desire to be. If you're constantly thinking about your current self, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm never gonna lose the baby weight, I've got this mom pouch that never goes away, I'm too busy to work out, I'm too lazy, I can't do that, I don't have time, I'm blah, 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 blah. All these negative thoughts we think. You're only going to attract more of that into your life for the future. So getting clear on first what it is you want to even embody as your next level self, as the person you desire to be. What does that look like? Getting really clear on this. You can use this, you can literally use everything I'm going to talk to you about today for any situation in your life. Money, business, marriage, momming, parenthood, whatever the case is, you can use this. You just really have to get clear on what your vision is. What do you desire? Get really clear on what that is. Do you desire more money? Get really clear on that. What is it that you desire when it comes to, for this example we're talking about today, the woman you desire to be? What does that look like? Getting really clear on that. The next thing is being present with the thoughts and the beliefs that come up once you get clear on that. So what happens is we get really clear on our desires. We have this goal, we have this desire, we have these wants of what we want to be like or accomplish or do or whatever the case may be, and our subconscious will start coming out here with thoughts. There's no way you can do that. You're not smart enough. You've never done that before. You've always failed in the past. You've never stayed consistent to your workouts. Blah 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 blah. Right? The trick is being present with these thoughts, right? Acknowledging them, being aware of them, sitting in them, feeling them. For me, I like to write them down, and then I like to work through the truth formula of like, are these true? Are these thoughts ultimately true, written in the clouds by God? That I am too lazy. No, you can decide to be lazy or not. That I am not beautiful, or I'm not worthy, or I'm not doing enough. Like, no, you can change that. It's not written in the sky that for the rest of your life, you are not worthy, right? That's not a truth, right? So what I like to do is I write out, is it true? No. And then I kind of rant on something that feels better. So like I just said, let's talk about the I'm never doing enough, right? Is that true? No, I am doing a lot. I do a lot for my family. I do a lot for myself. I do a lot for my business. Here are the things I do. I'm constantly showing up for myself. I love sharing my journey. I'm doing exactly what feels good to me every single day, blah, blah, blah. Like I rant on something that feels better. I basically disprove the thought, right? Okay. And then we rewrite a new thought. I am doing exactly the amount of work I'm supposed to do every single day in the season of life right now. Okay. That's the new thought, the new belief, right? And then we stick that everywhere. We have it everywhere. We have it on alarms that pop up. We have it on sticky notes. You can do this with any of the thoughts, all of the thoughts that come up once you decide what your desire is that you want to desire, right? So that's the second thing, is being present with the thoughts and rewriting them using the truth formula, okay? These other two ones are ones that I haven't talked about, which I think are so important, and it was game changer for me when she said these. The third one is have faith and trust that it's going to happen. Trust in God. Trust in yourself. Trust the inspired actions. Trust faith that it's going to happen. That once you decide what it is that you want, have faith that God is working behind the scenes to make it happen. He is giving you the inspired action to do X, Y, and Z to get you closer to that person you desire to be, right? And that might look like, trusting the desired action of like, okay, I'm going to get my workout in today, or I'm inspired to go on a run, or I'm inspired to do this kind of workout, or I'm inspired to eat this, or I'm inspired to buy this, or I'm inspired to invest in this course, or I'm inspired to get this book. Like whatever the thing is, trust yourself to know that next inspired action. Trust God that He is working behind the scenes, and have faith that no matter what, you will start to embody, you will embody the person you desire to be by trusting the daily actions that you're going to take, right? So this doesn't mean just having faith in stepping off and not doing anything. No, it still means having and doing inspired action to get you closer to that. And that's why if you go back to the vision, something really important with that is getting clear on like, what is that desired person? When you're her, what does she do on the daily, right? What kind of self-care habits does she have? Is she working out? What is she eating? What is she thinking? What is she doing for personal growth? What is she doing for affirmations? Like thinking about that too, because you can start implementing those things. And this is part of what I teach in Me Again Method in the self-care module, is taking the things that you know your desired self is doing and start implementing them one by one, right? And start implementing them into your day so you can start literally embodying that person right now, today, okay? So that's number 3, have faith and trust yourself. Trust God that it's happening no matter what, and trust yourself to do the inspired actions every single day. And then the 4th one is give yourself grace. We are humans. We're not gonna be perfect. We're gonna have quote unquote bad off days. That's normal. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace if you don't necessarily do any of the inspired actions today, or you maybe had a couple negative thoughts. Give yourself grace. Give yourself grace if it doesn't happen as fast as you want it to. Give yourself grace, okay? This is so important for us to do, is to constantly give ourselves grace. If you think like my desired self isn't eating sugar, or she is not eating out every single day, and you slip up and you eat out one day, give yourself grace, okay? Give yourself grace to have it happen longer than you think it's gonna happen, right? Give yourself grace when you quote unquote mess up. Give yourself grace when you have an off day. Give yourself grace when you freak out at your kids, or you yell at your kids, or you have an argument with your spouse, or you're all up in your mindset about all these negative things. Give yourself grace. This is a process. It's not something that happens overnight. It's something that we have to literally retrain our brains to live this way. And that's one thing I love about my Me Again method, is you get access to this for your whole life. And as I grow and as I improve and learn, I will be updating certain things, adding bonuses to that course like this. This video I will add to it, and you'll just get access to it forever, right? So those are just like the 4 things I find that literally changed, and like we're just like, oh my gosh, I've been missing these aspects. The have faith and trust in God and yourself, and give yourself grace. So important, especially for us moms to do. And it's just really important for us to constantly keep showing up for ourselves, because when we're showing up for ourselves and growing into the person we desire to be, we are showing up for our family the same way, right? They deserve to have that mom who's the best mom she knows she can be, right? We're gonna have off days, of course. Depending on your cycle, you will have off days. But that doesn't mean that we can't strive for that person we desire to be right now, right? So it's so important for us to work on our mindset, work on our thoughts, and go through this process of like getting really clear on what it is you desire, who it is you desire to be, what does she look like, what is she doing, being present with your thoughts, working through the truth formula that I talked about, having faith that it's going to happen no matter what, and trusting in God to give you inspired action, and then trusting yourself, and then giving yourself grace along the way, because we all need more grace along the way. So that's my little call, my little workshop, my little mini session. Also, don't forget that the Me Again method is on sale. Not on sale. I've dropped the price for good, unless I do a group coaching again with it later this year. But I dropped the price to $222, and anyone who orders this month will get my free journal. So that's like gold. I know those of you who have gone through it are like game changer. Those of you who have the journal, absolutely love it. So that's happening this month until the end of the month. The prize, the gift, I guess, is a journal. So if that's something you want, I'll put the link for it down below, and you guys can check that out. And that's all I have. If you have any questions about this, you can comment down below. Otherwise, I will see you guys next month for whatever workshop we decide to have next month. So don't forget, the bonus challenge is next week. Invite your friends if you have any mamas who you feel like could benefit from this community, who could benefit from a challenge to just get them moving. Make sure you invite them to this group, and we will start on Monday.